Dear students, good morning and welcome to our physics class. Today we are going to learn our first chapter, that is force and pressure. The topics including this module are force are due to an interaction, and exploring forces. At the end of this topic, you are able to understand push and pull are forces and to be able to arrive at the definition of the term force, and also to establish a relationship between force and state of motion. Let us discuss our first topic, that is force. Before going to this topic, I will provide a table for you. It gives some examples of familiar situations involving motion of objects. Try to identify action involved in each case. Students, look at this table carefully. What is the first situation? That is moving a book placed on a table. What are the actions involved in this process? Sometimes we are pushing the book, or otherwise pulling or lifting. That can be moving a book from one place to other. And what is the second one? Opening or shutting a door. We all know that how to open or shut a door. It includes pushing or pulling. And the third situation is drawing a bucket of water from a well. What are the actions? First we lowering the bucket into well. After filling the water, we pull it and lift it. In our fourth and fifth situation, a football player taking a penalty kick and a cricket ball hit by a batsman. The same actions are including in this process, that is lifting, kicking, hitting, etc. In other words, hitting is also a push. And again, moving a loaded cart. How to move a loaded cart? Normally, we are pulling or pushing. And again, next is opening a drawer. How to open a drawer? You know that we all are pulling a drawer to open it. From this activity, we can infer that each of the actions can be grouped as a pull or a push or both. Can we use another word for this push and pull on an object? In science, that is force. So, what is the definition of force? That is nothing but a push or a pull on an object is called a force. Thus, we can say that the motion imparted to object was due to the action of a force. Students, we are moving to the next topic, that is forces are due to an interaction. Observe these figures carefully. In our first figure, a man is standing behind a stationary car. Will the car move due to his presence? We know that it is not possible. But he applies a force on it. The car may begin to move in the direction of the applied force. That means the man has to push the car to make it move. Students, please note other three situations. Actually, these three situations may be familiar to you. Two girls pushing each other. The pair of girls are trying to pull each other. The cow and the man appear to pull each other, like that. These activities are normally happening in our day-to-day life. In these three cases, we can see that they are applying force on each other. This means at least two objects must interact for a force to come into play. Thus, an interaction of one object with another object results in a force between the two objects. Let us take our next topic, that is exploring forces. Have you seen a game of tug of war? I think you are familiar with this game. In this game, two teams pull at a rope in opposite direction. Finally, who wins the game? The team that pulls harder, that is applied a larger force, finally wins the game. Let us discuss the nature of force that applied in same direction and applied in opposite direction. Please observe figure A. Two persons push a heavy object in same direction. So what happened there? That causes the easier movement of the object. What is the reason? Forces applied on an object in the same direction add to one another. Suppose the first person applied 5 Newton force and the second person applied 10 Newton force. What is the resultant force? Yeah, it is 15 Newton. Actually, this 15 Newton force is applied on that box. That causes the easier movement of this object. In figure B, two persons push the heavy object in opposite direction. Do you guess in which direction in this object move? Yes, who apply the larger force, the object must move to that direction. But the resultant force is the difference of these two forces. That means if the two forces act in the opposite directions on an object, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. How can we express the strength of a force? The strength of a force is usually expressed by its magnitude. We have also to specify the direction in which a force acts. That means force is a vector quantity. What is the meaning of a vector quantity? A quantity has both magnitude and direction is known as a vector quantity. So, force is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude and direction. In this topic, we discussed force, forces are due to an interaction, and exploring forces. Hope you understood this topic. Students, please read your textbook thoroughly and meet with another video. Thank you.